Hi, this is Leah Klein, Health and Wholeness Coach again. And today, my question for you is, are you abiding? Our verse is John 15:7. If you abide in me and my words in you, ask whatever you wish and it will be done to you. Are you asking and not receiving? Lots of times this verse is used out of context and ignoring the first part of the verse, where it's like, if you're at anything you ask, you will receive. And that's not necessarily what it's saying. There is an element of that there, but it starts with abiding in me, which is Jesus, because it's what he was saying. So he is me. So it's, are you abiding in Jesus, and in is his word abiding in you? So the closer you are to him, actually, the more what you are going to ask for is going to be in sync with his will for your life. It's the same with delight yourself in the Lord. He will give you the desires of your heart in Psalm 37. It's the same kind of thing. It starts with a deep and abiding connection, pardon the pun, with God. And that's where the blessings are found. That's where the answers are found. And when you're in that place of connection and abiding, you will want what he wants for you. And when you want what he wants for you, he is more than happy to give you what you want. But our wanting needs to lots of times be redirected and refocused to where we want what's good for us. Because more often than not, what we want in and of ourselves is not what is good for ourselves. We want things that are harmful for ourselves. We're like the toddler running around that, with scissors and things, and or just running in general, and you're taking things away and you're slowing down, because at that age they don't have enough sense to know when something's a really bad idea. And not that we don't do stupid stuff, as adults we do, absolutely. We kick ourselves, which we shouldn't, for things that we do in the same way, because we actually know better. Child, they don't necessarily know, but we have been fed, and drummed this in that, we need that connection with God. And we think that just having a daily quiet time will do it, or just going to church on Sunday or attending Bible study. Those are all great things, but they need to be done, in a way that's driving that connection deeper. And no one thing is necessarily going to do it. You need to use many things. It needs to be a part of your daily life, and it needs to be also something where you vote for it by how much time you give it. What you give your time tells you how important it is. So same is true with your health. If you never exercise your body, you never take the time to do that, then you're saying your body isn't that important to you. That's really what you're saying. If you don't take time to plan your food and get quality ingredients, you're saying it's not important to you, and that your health isn't important to you. And and I know you may be fighting me on that, but stop and think about it. What are you subconsciously saying about yourself by doing that? You may not be consciously thinking that, but what are you subconsciously saying through your actions and how you're spending your time? Well, the same is true with God. how much time you're spending with God, how much you let him permeate your everyday existence is a huge part of it. And I do want to encourage you to ask God to show you the ways that you personally might need to deepen your connection with him. He's good at showing you things. Just ask and be open to things coming from many different avenues, because you never know how things are going to show up exactly. But be open to the possibility he's going to bring something across your path when you ask that question. And of course, personal retreats are another tool in your toolbox besides the daily quiet times, Bible studies, etc. It is one of the, I would say, the best way of creating a true deep connection with God is where you actually hear him talk to you and you can actually abide in him. I have never experienced that to basically any other way to the level that I have on a retreat. I've had meaningful, quiet times, many, 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 many times, but there is a level to dedicated time, to saying, you are the most important thing in my life, and therefore I am going to block out time and I'm not going to do anything else. I am just going to be here, and God promises when we seek him with our whole heart, we will be found by him. He meets us when we seek him. He promises that. So if you want to learn more about retreats, or you want to know more about the retreat I have coming up, one-day event here in Arizona, just north of Tucson, it's on July 22nd. Feel free to reach out to me to learn some more specifics about that. But I wanted to wrap up our time with we abide in you. Thought it was rather appropriate. And obviously, I do encourage you to read all of John 15. It's amazing, especially that whole first part where he's describing really what abiding is and what it means to be connected with God and just how critical that is. So read further, do your homework, spend time with God. And let's finish up our time. If you know the song, feel free to sing along. If not, no worries, just listen. We are the vineyard you have planted, tend our leaves and wild branches. We abide in you. We abide in you. Fruit growing from our strength and labor, rain on us with grace and favor. We abide in you. We abide in you. Where can my soul find living water? Apart from you, we bear no fruit. Oh, plant my feet down by the river. We abide in you. We abide in you. And I will see you next week. Go out and abide.